Dear learners, I welcome you in this video where you will learn about the meaning of demand function and determinants of demand. After watching this video, you will be able to understand the meaning of demand function and you will be able to explain the determinants of demand. Let us first understand what is the meaning of a function in economics. A function is a mathematical technique of stating the relationship between two or more variables having cause and effect relationship, and we write a function as y equal to f bracket x, and we read the function as y is the function of x, where y is the dependent variable and x is the independent variable, which means any changes in the x will result in the changes in y. So here y is the function of x. So the demand function is represented as dx is the function of different variables which will include p, y, ps, pc, a, t, e and u, which means demand of commodity x depends on these factors. Any changes in these factors will result in the change in the demand of that commodity X. Here P stands for price of the product, Y is the income of the consumer, PS is the price of the substitute product, PC is the price of the complementary product, A is the advertisement of the product, T stands for tastes and preferences, E stands for expectations about future price, and U stands for any other undefined factor. You may also ask what are the factors which determine the demand of the commodity, or what are the determinants of demand. So the factors that we have studied in the demand function are the factors which determine the demand. So the determinants of demand could be price of the product, income of the consumer, price of the substitute product, price of the complementary product, advertisement of the product, tastes and preferences, expectations about future price, consumer credit facility, population of the country, distribution pattern of national income, demonstration and bandwagon effect, or there can be more factors which can determine the demand of a specific commodity. So let us understand these determinants one by one. The price of the product is one of the most important determinants of its demand in the long run and the only determinant in the short run. And we have already studied that the law of demand states the inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, other factors remaining constant, which means if price of the product increases, quantity demanded will come down. Similarly, if price of the product falls, the demand of the commodity will increase if other factors are constant. The second factor is the income of the consumer. So let us understand how the income of the consumer will affect the demand of the commodity. Income determines the purchasing power of the consumer. People with higher current disposable income spend a larger amount on consumer goods and services than those with lower income. Consumer goods of different nature has different relationship with incomes of different category of consumers. So for the normal goods, there is a positive relationship between the income of the consumer and the demand of that commodity. But this is not the case with inferior goods. So let us understand the relationship between income of the consumer and the inferior goods. Goods can be inferior or superior when compared with each other. For example, millet or bajra is inferior to wheat and rice. Cotton clothes are inferior to silk clothes. Kerosene is inferior to cooking gas. Non-AC car is inferior to AC car. Or maybe bread which we are using for consumption is inferior to meat. In economic sense, a commodity is deemed to be inferior if its demand decreases with the increase in customers' income beyond a certain level of income. So demand for such goods rises only up to a certain level of income and declines as income increases beyond that level. So we can say there is a negative relationship between the demand of the inferior good and the income of the consumer. Let us now understand how the changes in the prices of the substitute product affects our demand or demand of the commodity. Substitute goods are those goods which can be easily used in place of one another for satisfaction of a particular want. For example, tea and coffee. An increase in price of substitute good, say coffee, leads to an increase in demand for the given commodity, which is tea. Similarly, a decrease in price of substitute good leads to a decrease in demand for the given commodity. It means the demand for a given commodity is directly affected by the change in the prices of substitute goods. Prices of the complementary product also affects the demand of the commodity. Now let us understand how it will affect the demand. Complementary goods are those goods which are used together to satisfy a particular want. For example, car and petrol. An increase in the price of complementary goods, say petrol, leads to a decrease in demand for the given commodity, say car. Similarly, a decrease in the price of the complementary goods leads to an increase in demand for the given commodity. It means demand for a given commodity is inversely affected by the changes in the prices of complementary goods. The next determinant of demand is advertisement of the product. Products are advertised with the objective of promoting sales of the product. Other factors remaining the same, as expenditure on advertisement increases, volume of sales also increases to some extent. So we can say there is a positive relationship between the advertisement of the product and its quantity demanded. Tastes and preferences also affects the demand of the commodity. Taste and preference generally depend on the lifestyle, social customs, religious values attached to a commodity, habits, age, and sex of the consumers. Changes in these factors changes consumers' tastes and preferences. So those commodities which are preferred by the consumers, which are in fashion, the demand for those commodities will increase in the market. On the other hand, if a commodity goes out of the fashion, its demand falls because no consumer will like to buy it. Consumers' expectations regarding the future prices, income, and supply position of goods play an important role in determining the demand for goods and services in the short run. If consumers expect a high rise in the price of a storable commodity, they would buy more of it at its high current price with a view to avoiding the pinch of a high price rise in the future. On the contrary, if consumers expect a fall in the price of certain goods, they postpone their purchase of such goods with a view to taking advantage of lower prices in future, mainly in the case of non-essential goods or services. This behavior of consumers reduces the current demand for goods whose prices are expected to decrease in the future. Consumer credit facility is the another factor which determines the demand of the commodity. Availability of credit to the consumers from the sellers, banks, friends and relatives induces the consumers to buy more than what they would buy in the absence of credit facility. For example, increasing demand of car due to availability of car loan, and similarly there is an increase in the demand of mobile phones due to credit facilities offered by the seller. As most of the sellers are offering you buy now pay later options, the demand of those commodities are increasing in the market. Population of the country is another factor which determines the demand of the commodity. Increase in population raises the domestic market demand, whereas decrease in population reduces the market demand for a commodity. The global perception that India offers the largest market in the world is based on the fact that it has the second largest population in the world. Distribution pattern of national income is also an important determinant of demand. If the distribution of income and wealth is more in the favor of the rich, demand for the commodities preferred by the rich, such as comforts and luxuries, is likely to be higher. On the other hand, if the distribution of income and wealth is more in favor of poor, demand for commodities preferred by the poor, such as necessities, will be more. The another factors may be demonstration and bandwagon effect. Let us try to understand these two and how it affects the demand of the commodity. When new commodities or new models of existing ones appear in the market, rich people buy them first. Some people buy these goods due to the genuine need or due to their excess purchasing power. Others buy it to exhibit their affluence. So demonstration of the commodity influences its demand. So if demonstration is there for a commodity, the demand is likely to be higher for that commodity. Once new commodity is in vogue, many households buy them not because they have a genuine need for them, but because their neighbors have bought these goods. And this is known as bandwagon effect, when our demand is affected by the consumption or purchase of some other person in the neighborhood. On the contrary, when a commodity becomes the thing of common use, some people, mostly rich, decrease or give up the consumption of such goods. This is known as the snob effect, which has a negative effect on the demand for the related goods. Season and weather conditions also affect the demand. So there is generally observed that the demand for woolens increases during winters, whereas demand for ice creams and cold drinks increasing during summer. Similarly, market demand for umbrellas, raincoats increases during the rainy seasons. There are other factors also which may affect the demand of the commodity, like off-season discounts and gifts, number of uses of a commodity, level of taxation in an economy, and any other undefined factor. So the changes in these factors also changes the demand of the commodity. Let us now understand what we have learned in this video with the help of some multiple choice questions. And the question number 1 is, which of the following is not the determinant of demand? A. Price of the product. B. Income of the consumer. C. Consumer credit facility. D. Number of firms. And the right answer is D. Number of firms. With the increase in customers' income beyond a certain level, the demand for the inferior good A. Increases. B. Decreases. C. Does not change. D. None of the above. And the right answer is B. Decreases. Blank are those goods which can easily be used in place of one another for satisfaction of a particular want. A. Inferior goods. B. Complementary goods. C. Substitute goods. D. None of the above. And the right answer is C. Substitute goods. If consumers expect a high rise in the price of a storable commodity in future, then the demand for the commodity A. Increases. B. Decreases. C. Does not change. D. None of the above. And the right answer is A. Increases. Thank you for watching this video.